When I was 7 years old, I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in the lower end of my femur. The doctor gave us two options at the time, to have another knee transplant and see if that works, or amputation. But we ended up going with the amputation, and that was the best choice of my life that we made.
The doctor came in and he said, "You have cancer. We're starting chemo and radiation immediately. You basically have a 50-50 chance of living 5 years." I went home and I cried for 3 days.
When I first heard that he had cancer, it really was just kind of like, oh, yeah, why not? Let's add that to the list of things that he's had. And then all the emotions of, oh my gosh, my son has cancer. This is like the big one. What if he doesn't make it?
So in 2009, I was diagnosed with a rare form of T-cell lymphoma, AITL. When you're diagnosed with something that could possibly kill you, you take a step back and you look at your life in a way that you didn't before. And I think that it teaches you to consider your time as much more precious. You get a real appreciation for the things that you've been given. You get a real appreciation for that never ever goes away. How profound each day of life is, particularly to enjoy just basic, simple things like being able to go outside and be in nature.
Swimming was just always something that I felt more equal to everybody. Like, even with my amputation, they still didn't treat me any different because I was as good as them at swimming and playing water polo.
Kyle is just an amazing, fun kid. On one hand, he's your typical teenager who he loves movies, especially Spider-Man. Other times he has a lot of fun interacting with his brothers and sisters and playing and goofing off and having a good time.
Sewing I just love because it's infinitely calming. I could sew for hours because it's just this process that's very calming, and you end up with something that's really beautiful that lasts for a lifetime. We lived near the mountains, and that was really a healing place for me. We have some horses, and when I couldn't even walk myself, my husband would help me get on the horse, and the horse could take me places that I couldn't go myself.
Like, there's so many things that come from being an amputee that I don't think other people realize, but I think it's a big blessing in my life because of it, and there's not really a time where I tell myself that I can't do anything because of my leg.
Even though it's been hard, it's been quite the journey, and he's been cancer-free for almost 12 years now.
I've been, over 25 years cancer-free. So when I run American Fork this year, I'm going to be thinking about all those people that I know who have survived it, who have not survived it, but dealt with it with grace. I'm going to be grateful that I'm there to run it and there to cross the finish line.